How do you heal after a bad breakup without blaming yourself? Here are the 3 steps. First, you have to identify what are the 3 wounds that you're experiencing as a result of this breakup. First one is rejection. Why didn't they like me? Second one is abandonment. How could they leave me? And the third one is self-doubt. Am I not good enough? Once you've been able to unpack these, and it takes a lot of courage to ask yourself these questions and unpack these, but these answers will be the way to support your healing journey. The most important thing you can do for yourself at this point is to not get stuck in the victim mindset. Oh, poor me, how could he cheat on me? How could she do this to me? How could they behave this way with me? Why did I not see it coming? Am I a terrible person? I am so stupid. It is all my fault. These are all the statements and all the thoughts which keep us stuck in the victim mode. From the victim mode, you can't really move in a forward direction, right? So, one of the most important lessons is, of course, these statements will come up in your subconscious, in your conscious mind. Maybe you will say them when you're talking to a friend, like, how did this happen? How could I have been so foolish? That's fine. You can say it, you can think it, but don't stay stuck in it, right? After the first couple of days are done, try and move away from it and start thinking, as I said, about understanding what is it that has gone wrong, which didn't allow this relationship to continue, because that is where the gold lies. That is where you're going to find out what were the choice points at which you could have made different choices, but maybe you gave your power away because of your conditioning, because of your limiting beliefs, because of whatever the situation was around the relationship. So the important thing to remember is that the answers to this situation, why did this breakup happen? Why did they leave me? The answers are not with the other person. The answers are inside you. No matter how they would have behaved, right? So I'm not saying that they have no, they can just do whatever they want and you have to only look into yourself. Okay, they may have been, they may have lied, they may have cheated, they may have been abusive, they may have, betrayed you in whatever way, or whatever the reasons were. Definitely they were a part of it. But what I want you to really understand is that you were also a part of it. It is not about blaming yourself. It is not about feeling guilty. It is about recognizing and owning the fact that you were also an important and equal part of the relationship. Now, why is this important? I'll tell you why it is important. Let's say you were in a relationship with somebody who's narcissistic, right? And there was a lot of gaslighting and a lot of toxicity, and you were just always in a state of a fog, and then one day that person just walked away because they found somebody else, right? You'd be like, what do you mean by I was an equal part of this relationship? Just think a little, won't you? At some point, you may have seen some red flags which you either denied or you didn't have the courage to, do anything about, and that's absolutely fine. So the point of recognizing that you were an equal owner or contributor to the relationship is not at all about blaming yourself. It is about thinking, what if, let's say, a certain thing happened. Yeah, I'm sure you remember some incidents that happened which were problematic or which were a sign that something was going wrong. Let's say you get a time machine and you're able to go back to that particular incident, right, on that particular day, whatever it was, like 5th of January 2023 or whatever, right? With what you know now, if you were sent back then, would you make the same choices? Or would you make some different choices and would you take back more of the power of that relationship? Which would then make you end up in a different space in this relationship. The relationship may or may not work. You may still have a breakup, but you would be doing it in a more empowered kind of space, right? So here is where we shift from blame and guilt to responsibility and ownership. And that is the most powerful thing you can do for yourself when you're emerging from a bad relationship. I must say that a breakup isn't always with a romantic partner. You could have a breakup with a best friend, you could have a breakup with a sister or a brother. One of my clients even wanted to break up with her mother, who was very toxic. So a breakup just simply means that whatever we thought this relationship was, one of us doesn't think it is that anymore and we want to leave. The other person who's left behind is all like, what just happened? Like, I didn't see this coming. How could they do this to me? Am I not worthy of being loved? My life is horrible. I'm horrible. I'm so foolish. It's all fine to go through in the short term, but eventually, if you want to make sure that future relationships don't end up this way, simply so that you don't go through this kind of pain and hurt again, you need to find a way to take back ownership of all relationships, right? Even if it is, as I said, not with a romantic partner, it is with somebody else, there is still a lot of work to be done about understanding what is it that makes you tick, as they say, what is the conditioning, what are the limiting beliefs, what are the limits of your own confidence and your own courage and your own capacities, what is it that you think you need to do for other people, what are the sort of almost unspoken contracts that you have with other people, right? Only once you analyze all those, and as a doctor, I'm always fond of telling my clients this, you to first diagnose. Without diagnosis, you can't have treatment, right? Suppose somebody keeps coming to me with a fever and I keep giving them paracetamol. But I don't sit and take the time to diagnose, is it malaria, is it fever because of flu, is it fever because of something else? I'm never going to be able to treat them, right? So you can't just be, oh, well, I had a breakup and, I'm just going to move on. Yes, you should move on, but move on in a more empowered way, taking ownership of your choices, which you can do only once you understand the patterns that you had in this relationship with this other person, so as to make sure that in the future you have different patterns and your energies will be different, so that you will even attract different people into your life, right? If any of this sounds helpful to you, or you have any story you want to share, please let us know in the comments. If you are interested in any one-on-one coaching or any deeper work you want to do, please follow me on Instagram so that you can be updated on various webinars, workshops that I do. And if you would like to do one-on-one coaching, again, just drop in a message and I would be very happy to support you in your journey. My hope is that everyone who goes up through a breakup can have a breakthrough rather than a breakdown. If you are interested in knowing more, or if you're just watching to be able to help a friend, I hope you found this useful, and do comment and let me know your feedback. What else would you like to hear about breakups? And I would be very happy to support the journey.